Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Let us sing for Aisha together. Aisha, you were 6 years old, but you were very growing and tall, and you were very, very mature, Aisha. The Prophet was 54 years old, and you were just 6 years old. And he was crazy about you, Aisha. You were very smart in mathematics. You were super genius with playing with your dolls. You were very big and tall, Aisha. Today we will talk about Aisha, and the Indonesian Muslims are singing for it. As you see, Aisha, Istri, Rasulullah. Istri, Rasulullah. Let us see who is Aisha and let us see who is Rasulullah. But before we start, 33 million view of the song. We start with the singer. According to Islam, my friend, if a woman, she put makeup and she go out in public, according to Muhammad, she is a prostitute. So you are singing for Aisha, seeking hell according to Islam. So how Muslims are Muslims? How much are Muslims are? I mean, how much the Muslims are Muslims? If what you are doing is singing for Aisha, why you are putting all this makeup? First of all, singing is haram according to your prophet. The one who sing, Allah will make him a monkey. If you don't believe me, here we go. Not only you are singing, you are playing music, and you are playing a Christian instrument, piano. Muslim from Indonesia, playing piano, singing to Aisha. Let us read what Muhammad he said. Who said that? Muhammad, not a Christian prince. Oh, it doesn't say that, CP. That heard the Prophet saying, hold on. The Prophet what? Saying, okay, not Christian prince. From among my followers, there will be some people who will consider the following, not each one of them is a reason to go to hell, supposedly. Illegal sexual intercourse, but you can do mut'ah, but this is not illegal in Islam. You can have 4 in the bed, this is not illegal in Islam. You can have zawaj friend, this is not illegal. Illegal sexual intercourse in Islam is doing things out of the book, which means you can have all kind of cheating, sleeping around, but you have to do it according to Islam, and that will make you okay. Secondly, wearing silk. If you wear silk, you go to hell. Number 3, drinking of alcoholic drink. All Muslims they drink. I never saw a Muslim don't drink, and even they do hashish. The use and the use of a musical instrument. So in your song you are playing for me piano. Let us see the one who uses a musical instrument. What will happen to him? Look what Muhammad said. And there will people who will stay near the side of the mountain, blah, 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 okay. Allah will destroy them during the night, and they will let the mountain fall on them. And he will transform the rest of them into monkeys and pigs. So do you see how costly? And they will remain like this until the judgment day. Okay. Here we got 2 things to prove that Muhammad is a fraud, because here we go, she is singing, until now she is not a monkey. Anyone she saw any change in her face? Anyone of the Indonesian noticed that this woman, after she sang for Aisha, she became a monkey? The answer, no. She did not become a monkey. So Muhammad is what? Muhammad is a fraud. For he said clearly that the one who sing or play musical instrument, Allah will make mountains fall on him, and he will transform him into a monkey under the day of resurrection. So first of all, you are not a Muslim. Secondly, singing is haram, will take you to hell and will make you a monkey. Number 3, Muhammad is a big fat liar. You did sing and nothing happened to you. The same as he said in the Quran that those who broke the Sabbath, Allah he made them monkeys. I did fishing many times in Sabbath, nothing happened to me, and the Jews too. And Allah did not make us monkeys. Like I look like Zakir Naik, but doesn't mean I'm a monkey. So now, this is the stupidity. Now let us see who's Aisha. Are you singing for Aisha, the child who played with her dolls and she was raped by the Prophet? Or you are singing for Aisha, who the Quran consider her kafir, evil. Or you are singing for Aisha, the one she strike against the Prophet and she made party, as we see in the hadith. Which hadith is that? Sahih Muslim, hadith number 1479. And Allah, He sent Quran just to fight Aisha. Look at this. It was Aisha, the daughter of Abu Bakr, and Hafsa, man, the daughters of the Caliphate. They made two parties against the Prophet, had prevailed upon all the wives of Allah, pressing them for more money. I said, "Oh Allah Messenger," and by the way, I don't know what to say about this here now. That will make my video, very long. I said, "Oh Allah Messenger, have you divorced them? Look how good Aisha is. The Prophet is going to get divorced. He will divorce them. He will get rid of them." I said, "No." I said, "Allah Messenger." I entered the mosque and I found the Muslim playing with the Bibles, absorbed the thought, and Allah saying, "Messenger have divorced his wives. Should I get down and inform you that you have not divorced them?" He said, "Yes." So if you like, I want to the brother. I mean, the story is very stupid and long. However, in Arabic, the translation is different. In Arabic, it says, وكانت عائشة بنت أبي بكر وحفصة ظاهران على سائر الناس، على سائر نساء النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. In the Quran, if we go in the Quran, we will find the following: that Aisha and Hafsa, and sorry, Aisha and Hafsa, let us see here. Those verse came because Muhammad, he was fighting with Aisha, and Aisha, she was giving him hard time, and the wives of Muhammad became two parties. And the Quran says that Aisha, she was bad to the point she became a kafir. إن تتوبا إلى الله فقد صغت قلوبكما. صغت قلوبكما, according to tafsir, mean that your heart declined or inclined to shaitan, became kafir. And Allah asking Aisha and Hafsa to repent to Allah. So what Aisha and Hafsa did? What exactly Aisha and Hafsa did? Simply here there's a revolution against the behavior of the filthy Muhammad. Muhammad is a filthy man. He's a thief. He's a criminal. He sleep around. He cheat. And he sleep in their bed when they are away. So all those things come together, and the wives of Muhammad became two parties. A corrupt man, corrupt family does not exist. There's no family. There's women like a chicken fighting over the eggs, and the rooster is busy having sex with more women or making more money, or conquering more land so he can rape and get more slaves. So Muhammad here, he lost control of his whole household. Too many women, they are powerful, and they are daughters of important men like Abu Bakr and Umar and etc. So what we can do with those people? We have to control them. Umar, he advised Muhammad, he told him what to do. He threatened them that he will divorce them. Allah, he took the Quran from Umar and he make it Quran, which means whatever Umar said, it was Umar who said, if they don't repent and seek repentance from Allah, you should know that Allah and Jibreel, and actually in the hadith it says, even he says, and Abu Bakr and Umar and Jibreel and the angels, all of them, they are in your side. And not only that, Umar, he said, do you want me to go and cut her neck? Some hadith he's saying that he was talking about Aisha, some hadith they're saying he want to cut the neck of Hafsa. However, depend in the story, like Shia, Sunnah, depend in the story who is reporting the story. But obviously here, Aisha, according to Islam, she was a very bad woman. And Aisha, the Muslims are crying for her, crying like she's saying how horny she is. Well, you see, Aisha, she was a victim, yes, of Muhammad when she was young, but Aisha, the old woman, is a very evil woman, and she caused the death of tens of thousands of Muslims. If you read it with me here, it says, let us see. Even Aisha, she said to Umar, go and see your shame before you talk to me. You have nothing to do with me. You have your own shame. Let me see where in English it says that. Here we go. So I went, this is Umar talking. So I went to Aisha and I said to her, daughter of Abu Bakr, you haven't gone to extent of giving trouble to Allah Messenger. I mean, you exceed the line. Thereupon she said to look how filthy Aisha is. Aisha, she is not a joke. You see, we say she is a, she is just a kid, but she is obviously, she is a filthy kid. She's to him, son of Al-Khattab, but this guy is an old man. She's talked to him as a piece of garbage. You have nothing to do with me, and I have nothing to do with you. You should look at your own garbage, your own shame. You see here they are giving the word translation, but the fact it says to him, Aibatuka, look at your shame. This is Aisha talking to the caliphate, who later became one of the most famous caliphate of Islam. So this is Aisha, the one you are singing for her, causing a trouble for Muhammad. Allah making Quran cursing Aisha, saying that she became a kafir, asking her to repent. Aisha became a threat to the Prophet to the point he needed Allah and Jibreel and Abu Bakr and Umar, and he needed all the angels to take his side to fight who? Hafsa and Aisha, and mainly Aisha. So you are singing for who? And not to forget to mention that Aisha, she was behind the death of Uthman, the one you read your Quran. The one who caused his death is Aisha. Aisha and her family, they are behind the death. She is behind the death of the children of Ali. Aisha, she is behind the battle of the Camel battle, which everybody knows about it, and caused the death of tens of thousands of people. And she went in war against Ali and killed thousands of Muslims, and she lost the war. This is Aisha, the one they are singing for. So what Muslims are talking about when they sing for Aisha? Are you singing for Aisha, who was playing with dolls? As you see. And by the way, when you read Muslim translation to any hadith, you will see how they lie. As an example, here it says, Muhammad entered upon Aisha and she was playing with some dolls. Somewhat? Some dolls. He asked, what is this? She replied, my dolls. The fact she did not say my dolls. She said my daughters. In Arabic it says banati. Anyone who speaks Arabic in you, translation is false. They are ashamed to say that she is a wife of a prophet. And she have dolls. At that time she is 14 years old. At that time she was 14 years old. Yet at the age of 14, she is playing with dolls and she called them my daughters. So Muhammad, he said to her, what is this? She said, my daughters, not my dolls. My daughters. Among them he saw a horse with wings made of rags. Imagine Aisha, the one they are singing for her, she is married. I mean, this is the biggest crime in history, if anyone have a dignity to mention it. It doesn't matter what time it happened. If a man, he is in such an age, and then he sleep with a child, she is 6 years old, and then you are singing for her. Supposedly, and by the way, they are not singing for Aisha because she is supposedly a great person. She is just the wife of Muhammad. Those Sunnah, they worship Aisha. They go for war for the sake of Aisha. There's a hadith that the Sunnah, the Muslim Sunni, they were fighting over the shit of the camel of Aisha. Actually, there's a video on YouTube about it. There's a movie about it. When Aisha, she go in her camel, and she stopped. She stopped because the camel would do poo-poo. The camel do poo-poo, and then when the camel move, the Muslim Sunni, they fight over the poo-poo of the camel, and they sniff it, and some of them they eat it, and they say, it smells so good. This is how pagan this cult is. What an Indonesian woman she have to do with Aisha? Aisha, who the Quran make a verse about her because she was accused that she was sleeping around, or Aisha, who used to decorate young women so she can hunt men from Quraysh, as the hadith of the Sunni says, not Shia. You see, Shia, they hate Aisha, and they say Aisha even killed Muhammad. But Sunni themselves, they agree that Aisha, she used decorated female slaves so she can hunt men from Quraysh. What she will hunt them to do what with them exactly? What she will hunt them to do what with them? So when we see those people, they are singing to Aisha, obviously I feel sorry for them. They don't know even what they are talking about. Do even they knew what they are talking about? No, they don't. This is hadith of Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith number 6130. It says, at that time Aisha, the reason Aisha, she was not forbidden for her to play with dolls, because she was a little girl, not yet reached the age of puberty. Do you see it? And this is when? During the time almost they are like, you know, they are going to Aisha at that time, she is almost 14 years old, like 14, between 13 and 14. So after 7 years of marrying Muhammad, still Aisha, she don't have her period. And not only she don't have her period, obviously she have the mindset of a child. She is still playing with dolls. And who is the one who is witnessing for this? Aisha herself. Look, the one who is saying this is Aisha. How you sing for a criminal and for a crime? Because Aisha, she was a victim of a crime and she is a criminal herself. And then, you know, when you look at this video, you will see how much makeup they have, but how much those Muslims, they knew about the religion. Isn't it the Quran forbid even the wives of Muhammad to put makeup? How much they knew about the religion? Not only you cannot have makeup, you have to stay at home. And if this is an order for Aisha, you are not better than Aisha to follow, are you? But in the video we saw a woman, she have like 10 kilograms of makeup to the point you cannot see the skin. I mean, look at the shiny face. Look at the lipstick. So those who they call themselves Muslims today, they are not Muslims. All of them, they have no idea what Islam is about. I feel sorry for those Indonesians. They don't know what Islam. They make songs and they sing and even they dance for Allah and the Prophet, and it's a business. The whole point is a business. Listening to music will make you go to hell, and we showed you the hadith. Allah will make you a monkey, and we show you the hadith. Let us show some hadith additional to what we said. Some they lie and they say Aisha, she was 18 years old and even 19. Some they say even 21 when she married Muhammad supposedly. But for sure they are a bunch of fraud who say that. This is Sahih Muslim saying, and we can show it from Sahih Bukhari. It doesn't matter where, you know. It says clearly that Aisha, when Muhammad died, she was 18 years old. So if Aisha, she was not in her puberty at the age of 14, Aisha, maybe she got her puberty when she is 16, maybe 15. So only the last 3 years of her life was, we can consider maybe she can get married. The rest, she was a child raped by a man, his name is Muhammad. And this is why Aisha, she was sleeping around during the time of Muhammad, because he's an old man, and obviously he cannot satisfy such a girl. She's a teenage girl now. This is why they accuse her that she was sleeping with the guy, his name is Safwan. And then Muhammad, he have to make verse in the Quran saying that Allah, he said, he cleared Aisha from the accusation that she's sleeping around. Imagine in such a society accusing their prophet wife to be a whore. But the hadith confirmed that Aisha, she was sleeping around. As we mentioned, the hadith about Aisha, she used to decorate women so she can hunt men from Quraysh. Let me see if we can find the hadith, and we can use Google translation if we have to. All right. This is the book of Al-Musannaf, Sunni. This is not Shia, so they cannot say we are making things up. And this is Al-Maktaba, islamweb.com. As you see, nothing of my own pocket. This is not a Christian website. This is very Sunni, aggressive Sunni, Al-Qaeda, ISIS. I will use Google translation so they will not say I'm translating as I wish. In front of your eyes, translate to English. Maybe I should translate to Indonesian, maybe, I don't know. I will try to do both. Hold on. That Aisha, she decorated a female and she walked her around, and she said, may we hunt the young of Quraysh. Do you see it? This is Sunni. This is Sunni reference. This is not Shia. Here they continue that they passed by a female slave. She had decorated, and she said, maybe we can hunt some young of Quraysh. This is the daughter of Abu Bakr. Aisha, she is hunting young men from Quraysh. By what? She put makeup on a slave. She have tons of slaves. She ordered them to walk in the street. And by the way, slave girls are not allowed to cover themselves, because this is how the Muslims, they discriminate the slaves from free. If you are a slave, you cannot dress like a woman. She is a free. So a slave woman, she have to uncover herself, even when they are serving food, even their breast is open. There's a hadith about Umar. He did beat a female slave because she covered herself, and he said to her, are you trying to dress like a free Muslim woman? He did beat her for covering her head. So Aisha is practicing slavery, a form of slavery, prostitution, forcing her slave to go in the street so she can hunt some young men from Quraysh. Okay, she will hunt young men from Quraysh to do what with them exactly? Any Muslim can tell me? I will try to translate the same thing to Indonesian, but we will see if that will work. That she decorated a slave girl, which decorated means she put makeup, she make her wear clothing exposing her skin, and she made her go in the street so men, they will follow her and come to the house of Aisha, or one of the house she uses for her prostitution, because she is saying a hunt, which means those people will not know where they are going. They just will follow the girl in order to sleep with her. And I challenge any Muslim to tell me what kind of a behavior Aisha is doing. What it does mean, I'm going to decorate a slave so we can hunt young men from Quraysh. And you will notice the Quran mentioned that Muslims, they were doing prostitution, a huge big deal. And obviously Aisha is no better. She is a pimp. And after she became a wife of Muhammad, and later she is a grown woman now, or let us say she is in charge of herself. We don't know if this has happened after Muhammad's death or before, but most likely I think it's after Muhammad's death. Now Muhammad, he forbid them from marrying. They cannot marry anyone. And this is 18 years old, as we showed you. When Muhammad, he died, she is 18 years old. So this 18 years old sitting home, and there's a lot of young men around. So what we do, we hunt them. And why Muhammad, he forbid his wife from marrying after? Because he's a filthy man. He owned them as if they are goats. Muhammad, he have no problem to sleep with women who previously married, but nobody can marry his wives after him, for he's a filthy man. And the Quran speak about the problem of prostitution in the Islamic society, where all Muslims, they start forcing the slaves, they kidnap them into prostitution. The children of the Jews, the children of the Christians, those slave girls who they capture them, they force them into slavery. And then when the female Muslim, they start complaining that our husband, they are not even our husband no more, because now they are busy with the slave girls, sleeping with them, and they are making a lot of money from forcing them to do prostitution. Muhammad, he came with the verses in the Quran saying, force not your girls to do prostitution if they choose a chastity in order to make gain. But if you do that, there's no punishment. So he's saying, don't do that. And if you force them, Allah is all merciful. Merciful to who? Supposedly to the slave. But Muslim, there is no punishment for a Muslim for doing prostitution to his slave. It is legal in Islam. It's not a sin with a punishment. Like there is a sin where you will be punished. No. And you will see here saying, if they choose a chastity, which means if that's a female slave, she agreed to be prostitute, okay, go for it. So opening a pimp house in Islam is absolutely legal. And the verse in the front, if you're proving that. So this is the quality of the religion we are talking about. And now those poor Muslims in Indonesia, they are singing for Aisha. Aisha, who caused the fight of the camel fight, where thousands and thousands of Muslims get killed. Aisha, who tried her best to kill Ali. And she lost the war with him. This is Aisha we are talking about. Aisha, who was behind the killing of Uthman ibn Affan. And the Muslim Sunni, they not only they killed the guy, they did whip him, they torture him, they took the hair of his beard one by one. So when those Muslims, they sing for Aisha, do they know even what they are talking about? As you see, you cannot sing. It's forbidden in Islam to sing. You cannot play music. They are playing music. You cannot put makeup in your face. She have makeup on her face. I mean, what is left? What is left of those who call themselves Muslim Sunni in Indonesia? Nothing. They have nothing to do with Islam. And the funny, if a Christian preacher, he speak in Indonesia, the Muslim, they will go by millions against him. But a woman showing, she break all the rules of Islam, going showing her face, putting makeup, using piano, singing. It's against Islam, but nobody complain. Not a single ustad complains, say this is haram. Not a single one. Did any one of those ustads say this is haram? No. She's singing to Aisha. Who they are? They worship Muhammad and his family. They are pagan. Someone saying we do not know if CP is right or wrong. My friend, you cannot say you do not know. If I'm showing everything I say. Did I show it in the screen? So what do you mean you do not know I'm right or this is not about me, I'm right or wrong. I'm showing you what it says. Does it say in front of you you cannot put makeup? Does it say in front of you you have to stay at home? Did Muhammad say music is haram? If you do that, Allah will make you a monkey? Did I show you that on the screen? So what do you mean we do not know if a Christian prince is right or wrong? If this is what Muhammad is saying, well, this is what Muhammad is saying. This is Islam. I'm not making my own Islam. I'm showing you on the screen what he said.